Good morning, 이렇게 문자를 보내. 너에게 빠진 것 같아 위험해.
As leaders, you ought to put the needs of others above yourself and strive to serve the consortium with pride. With great power comes great responsibility. It is now your duty to lead ProEd Council to greater heights.
Oh, didn't see you there. Hi.
Before I say anything, I hope and don't want there to be any different distance between the EXCO and the councillors. As much as we want, as much as we can, the EXCO wants to bring the closeness and the bond between the EXCO and the councillors. We are all councillors the same and most definitely friends. So what is the route to go? The route to go is that we must use the route of respect. This respect that I give to you, the EXCO gives to the councillors and the councillors give for the EXCO. The expectation that we can all be professionals, be disciplined councillors, quality councillors. That is what our council should be. We are one council, one team. So, based on that team, that we have our differences, but we get over them and come together as one front and one team. That is what our council should be based on. But the thing is, there will be even more work coming ahead, more things, and I ask for compassion. I ask for commitment.
Good afternoon, teachers and fellow ProEdians. I'm Ethan and Wei Rong from 2P1 and I am running for the 13th ProEd Council Chairman. So before I start on anything today, I'll first want to start by sincerely thanking all the teachers as well as the 12th ProEd Council EXCO for even choosing me to be here today. And I also like to thank all the people who have been supporting and helping out on my campaign. And I would like to thank the team, the previous and the current, the 12th ProEd Council as well as the 13th ProEd Council. Really, thank you very much. Today, I will be beginning my speech with two perspectives, the past and the present. First, the past. Before I go on to talk about anything that will be happening next year, I'll first talk about what happened this year. I'll be starting the speech by commemorating the 12th ProEd Council. The 12th ProEd Council has been involved in numerous events, numerous activities, numerous initiatives. But that's not what I remember from it. What I remember is the experience. And I remember one more thing, is that despite our differences, we are one. And we had our share of differences, we had our share of disagreements, but deep down, we knew that we were one. We knew that we were one team, one council. That is the legacy that the 13th ProEd Council will continue. So, whether Wei Rong wins or I win today, it's the same. We are still that one team. Now, to the present. In response to the question on why you should vote me as chairman asked by Hua Xin from class 2B2. First of all, it's not about me. It's not about Wei Rong. It's about the cause. It's about the directions, the ideals behind this. What I believe in is this idea of a family. In our council, we are one team. In our respective classes, we are brothers. And with this consortium here, we are a family. This is the basic understanding in which the council is what the council is in this consortium. What do I mean by this? Whenever we have any initiative, we always say, this is an initiative for you. I say it's not about you. We almost always say it's about you. It's not. It's about us. That is what will define this family. And moving on to my next point, the Terrence from 3B2 asked me whether event planning or being a role model to the students is more important as a counselor. Personally, I would think that being a role model is more important. But before we even talk about being a role model, let's start by saying that a counselor must also be a friend and a good support to his fellow peers. We must not only focus on the physical plans, but put more emphasis on the people the plans are for. With that, we can influence, we can inspire our peers. That is why all the initiatives, all the plans that will be done next year will be all people-oriented. I like to use this term known as involvement. We need to get the student population involved. Many times when you have any initiative, any plan, any events, people only know about it when it's out, or when we come out and give a presentation about it. Most people do not know what happens behind the scenes. We need to get them to be part of this process. This can be done through the simplest of actions. We can make use of our YouTube channel and the Facebook channel we have now. We can just post up regular updates, random videos of us. It can be the simplest of videos. It can be just us talking, or random moments during council retreats, or it can be publicity videos for future events. Either way, the bottom line is that the connection is there. That's what's important. And now, what will be the distinguishing factor of the 13th ProEd Council? It's not any special initiative, nor is it any special structure. What will define us is in its presence. What do I mean by this? Us, we are not a separate entity. We are a part of the consortium. So, we need, the 13th ProEd Council needs to be a council that communicates, that influences, and plays a dominant role. We can't be just a council doing all the regular activities, just carrying out initiatives, but forgetting the human factor of it. And in response to someone who asked what I think leadership is, I think leadership is in that presence. Leadership is not that you are better than the rest. It's that the rest respects and expects you to be the best. With that understanding, us as leaders, we should communicate, we should sympathize, we should have that connection. The 13th ProEd Council will be an approachable council. It will be an involved council. The 13th ProEd Council will be a unique council. Because in the end of the day, council is not just a figurehead that is just for show. It's about the people. And the 13th ProEd Council needs to be and will be a part of the big picture, a part of us. That we can achieve this, but not by me, not by you, but by us. Thank you very much.
Firstly, a very good afternoon to Mr. Low, Mr. Teo, teachers,
and fellow ProEdians. I'm Wei Rong from 2B3 and I'll be running for the chairman position of the 13th ProEd Council. So, to begin my speech today, I will be answering some of the questions which some of you have posed to Ethan and I. So the first question comes from Huaxin of 2P2. Why do you think you should be chairman? What will you do as chairman that makes us want to vote you in? So to answer this question of yours, I think that I can provide ProEd Council with a council direction. It is not a vague idea or theory, but a framework in which the council will follow. If you were to refer to my Facebook page, the council direction is just up there. So I do have a clear mind on where to bring the council to. And I believe that the ProEd Council would be better off if I were to take on this rather important leadership position. Next, I want to leave a legacy, not just initiatives after initiatives. I want to leave behind a leadership culture in ProEd. I want to leave behind a stronger and better council. Yes, change and progress will not come overnight. But what we can do from the 13th ProEd Council would really set the fundamentals right, set the basics right for our future generation to work on. Next question comes from a Sec 2 who asked me, what does leadership mean to you? So I hope to answer the question with just one sentence, as I believe that simplicity is very important when we answer such questions, isn't it? No. So what does leadership mean to me? It means inspiring people to identify problems and solve problems. That's what leadership means to me. Okay, the last question comes from Terence of 3P2. Which prerequisite is more important for a councillor? The ability to plan well or being a good role model? Okay, to answer the question, it will be being a good role model. But the problem in council these days is that events planning has been overemphasized to the extent where councils think that, oh, I'm good at events planning, then I must be a perfect councillor. Obviously, that isn't true. If you were to refer to my council direction, you will see that being a good role model is stage 3, which technically is the hardest, while events planning is level 1, stage 1 is the easiest. The message I'm trying to send out will be that, oh, being good at events planning is just the least you can get. It's something very elementary. While being a role model is a long-term goal and a long-term target that all of us should aspire to achieve, and that's the message I'm sending out. My exco and I in the following year will emphasize this a lot to our councillors, and we hope that they will get a message. I hope I answered the question. Now, I'll be moving on to the second part of my campaign speech, known as my campaign speech. Progress, the central theme around my campaign. And perhaps something which I've always asked myself. At the end of the day, has the council gained the approval of teachers and students? No. At the end of the day, has council emerged stronger and better as days go by? And most importantly, have we made a difference? If you ask me what is progress, then that is progress. Here's a question I would like to ask all of you. Do you have any hope in the council? That was more or less an expected answer. But I am here to instill hope. I'm here to instill confidence. That is what I thought. That is my role. Yeah. Council in the first place because I wanted opportunities, which may very well explain why I came to this school in the first place. And I view this campaign as a very big opportunity for the council to improve itself. I also view this campaign as a huge opportunity for me to improve myself. Robbie once remarked that I was hot without the green part. And some of you may think that I have some anger-related problems that ought to be solved. Yes, I'd like to clarify and I'd like to amend this. Okay, I have this character trait known as persistence. But persistence to its extremities is known as stubbornness, which may well explain my anger in general. Throughout my leadership journey in Hwa Chong, I understood that anger may not be the best way in solving problems sometimes. There are many other ways in which to solve problems. These ways are maybe even be better. I take it upon a personal challenge for myself to convert my weakness into my strength. I know that converting this weakness to strength will not be easy, it will not come overnight. But so long as I have the will to change, I'm willing to change, then I believe that it's something that I can achieve. All of us have weaknesses, all of us have things we're not good at, but that's not the point. The point is that we identify our mistakes and change for the better. This campaign has been about progress, not to mention opportunity. I do not want to grow up regretting why I had not grabbed this chance to run for chairman when I had the chance to. And fortunately, I grabbed that opportunity, and that's why I'm standing before all of you today. I only live once, and regret. The second part of the statement is more important. Regret is never an option. And all of you here only get to vote once a year. But we can't go on year after year looking at a lack of confidence. We can't go on year after year without hope, without progress. This time things will be different. I assure you that there will be change. Positive changes if we can see this time around. It all starts this year. This year, we would leave a legacy for our juniors to see. This year, we will inspire, we will create a new sense of optimism and confidence in the council. It all starts this year. This year, ProEd Council